Hello everyone. I am quite happy to announce that we have a new partner. That would be a Czech company called Valom. And as you can see here, today we would have a video review of their new model. It's Vickers Wellesley Mark I, which was participating in African campaign. And as you can see, it's written here, it's 1/72 scale model, so it would be still quite impressive size. Kit comes in the average size box. As you can see, it's quite thin, and I would focus the camera for you. On the sides we have just some basic information about the kit. Here is some safety information, precautions, and that's pretty much all. That's traditional top opening box, which would be a bit hard to open, but we would open it very fast because it's video review. We don't have to waste time to waste, you know. So what we have inside are two bags with sprues, one manual, and that's pretty much all. So let's check them one by one, and we will see why they're interesting for us. I think everybody heard about this company, and they had plenty of interesting releases. For example, Fuga in 72nd scale as well. We would review this model as soon as possible because I have it in the box. So the pretty interesting feature in these kits is that they're supplied, as far as I can guess. I think these are two different fuselages, but I can't tell what's the difference. We will see this further in the review, because as you can see here, I would focus the camera for you a moment. So now you see it properly. As you can see, both sprues are a bit different in molding, because here we have tail wings and here we have a propeller. And from the first sight I can tell the difference because engine cooling is a bit different, so I guess it's to imitate different versions of the aircraft. Another interesting feature is that on the inside we have quite nice detalization for the 72nd scale kit. As you can see, it's this strength structure. I will zoom it in for you. Now you see it properly. Clean molding, and as you can see, thin attachment points, quite thin. Of course there are no positioning pins because it's, let's say, short run kit, but otherwise it's quite impressive molding quality. I mean, it's very good. Let's move on. We have also very interesting bonus here, which is packed into separate bag. So what we have here is a decal sheet, which is quite simple, but printing quality is okay. I mean, I don't see anything to complain here. Then we have PE thread, which contains some engine parts, cockpit parts, as you can see, belts, and special film which would be used to imitate dashboard dials, as you can see here. From some point of view, it's very nice to have unpainted parts, because you don't have to deal with wrong colors or some other issues which can be present, let's admit it. Then we have clear parts. I was quite impressed with clear parts because, as you can see, you would see that they're molded really good quality. I mean, I would say excellent quality. Crisp parts which look like real glass. And the molding lines, canopy lines, are quite visible, they are not omitted, so it would be easy to mask. Then we move on. There is another plastic bag with 2 sprues inside. Okay, it's here. And we have them. So here is the wings. I should say that molding is quite impressive because we have a texture here. As you can see, in some places it's not so visible. But the thing to mention is that parts are have a bit rough surface, so maybe you would have to sand them to achieve a more smooth surface. I mean, again, of course, it depends on you. Wheels are done as 2-piece assemblies. As you can see, those are just only halves. Also, we have here some minor parts for the cockpit. For example, here is the dashboard. And as you remember, it will be added with P parts. And on the other sprue, we have also the same surface imitation. Molded in ailerons. Here is the engine. Of course, it's not that, would say, cool, let's admit it, but it's very good for the standard out-of-the-box part. Engine cowling flaps are given only in one position, it's closed one. And here you can see landing gear struts, which are also quite simple, as they were on the actual aircraft. I'm not sure if like wheel wells detailization will be present because I have here some parts which would be used as positioning elements. Let's return back to the first sprue. No, here are no such parts, and it's quite surprising. I mean, why would we have those parts if there are no such elements? You would see now in the manual, because that's the last part of this kit. That's the manual. Let's zoom it out. And the manual is quite simple. It's basically A4 size paper which is bent into halves. On the first page we have information about the airplane, then we have a big guide for the marking options. Here is one which was flying over Sudan, and here is the second which was in the Sudan as well. And then we have parts map, also quite simple, all 4 sprues, film, decals, clear parts and P parts. Then we have quite understandable, I would say, assembly structures. They are a bit simplified, but it's still easy to understand. With wheel wells, as I said, there won't be anything inside. You will install only walls into this positioning humps, let's say. And that's pretty much all interesting things which I think are worth mentioning. Other than that, like installation, assembly process, installation of some parts is quite easy, seems to be easy. And here we have full color conversion chart. As you can see here, Gunzi Sangyo, some standard color, also Model Master, Agama, that's the Czech manufacturer, and Hambro. And of course they're all given in just simple names, as you can see, exhaust tubes, brass, black. And also I think, yes, here is no mention of the needed color as far as I can guess. So you would have to deal with it by a rough guess, let's say. Or you would have to search for references. So that's pretty much all for today as usual, and don't forget to check the full article, which will be available shortly on our website. I would like to thank you for watching this video, and I would be happy if you would subscribe to our Facebook group, where you would find all updates in time. Thank you for watching once again, and see you soon.